Yep, we see it.
Okay. Tatanka's like genuine advice, do your own thing, which is like super confusing because it's like what? I assume he doesn't know I have my own channel. I'm like I am though. He's like just some advice. I assume you know what I mean, and maybe I'm wrong for doing that, but hopefully you'll figure it out. This is like super vague. I have no idea what he's talking about. If you mean do something other than after hours, I run a channel separate from it that has 65k subs. I think I'm good. Wasn't talking about that, but I should have assumed that is where you would go with it. But if you're good with it, be good with it. I just regret them not telling me you were autistic before the show. I think he is referring to his show when I went on his show. Or I wouldn't have taken that bet from you. I repay that action with the advice. Dude, what a great repayment, dude.
Wait. So he repays you not by giving you the money back. He had such a big moral issue. He was like, "Whoa, now that you're autistic, like I can't. I feel bad now. I feel like an asshole. So let me repay you not by repaying the money from the bet, but by giving you shitty advice that you're already following." What?
Yeah, like I don't understand. Like, do your own thing.
It's not.
And
Like we've been. Like,
it's not related to
my
YouTube channel. It's not related to my YouTube channel. But I have to assume I know what he means. So. He didn't even give me the advice technically because I don't understand what he's trying to get at since it was so fucking vague.
Yeah. What? So he's like just sporadically DMing you or something. Just
Bro, he's
like...
gonna make you a man.
Why though?
Bowblax is a boy. I'm gonna make him a man.
I thought Tonka didn't like Bowblax. Like, why is he trying? Like, what is this?
I don't know. He likes me now. I have no idea. He's like,
I don't think he likes you, but this is just autism. This is weird.
Yeah. Doesn't matter to me, lol. I don't need special treatment. Then he says, well, that's new. People have been showing me your rants on Twitter, asking for people to take your autism into account when interacting with you. So it's quite a 180. By the way, I've never said this on my Twitter, ever. So he's misinterpreting something.
That doesn't sound like something you've said. Like, you've never said something... Like, before you, like, talk shit about me, remember I'm autistic. Like, that's like...
Yeah, it's quite the opposite. I advocate for treating me the same way regardless of my autism, and the same with other autistic people.
You use it as, like, a shield, you know?
I've never used it as a shield. I want autistic people to be seen as equal to other people, hence why I think the conversation he's referring to is when me and Tommy went at it, and just, like, the general conversation I had on Twitter about, like, autistic people. Some people think they're mentally inferior to the neurotypical. The whole point I was trying to make is that you treat them the exact same regardless, you know? But that's quite the opposite of what I was saying. Alright,
well, carry on. Let's
it shouldn't be taken into account, lol. Then why were you banging on about it last week? I tweet a lot. What are you referring to? Are you genuinely trying to pretend you don't remember you ranting about your autism on Twitter? I say, I recall talking about the topic in general. I don't remember talking about me having it specifically, though. He says, you talked about you specifically having it, and gave Tommy shit about it. I said, the argument was whether or not autistic people are mentally inferior, I remember. He says, I don't think anyone was engaging in an argument with you. He was making fun of you by using your autism as a hook. And I said, why are you messaging me this long?
Yeah, that's my question. By the way,
I'm like, okay.
I want to point out...
Tonka is very confused with his sexuality
and
wants his senpai to notice him.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know there was a...
That's funny. Thank you for the 10 shekels of stomach. These guys did a stream on Tommy, and none of us even knew about it.
Oh, did
they did a kumite on Tommy C, and none of us like ever found out about it.
This is news to me. I've never heard about it until you mentioned it just now.
Somebody sent me the link. I click it. I can't even look at it because it's gone. Like the effect.
Maybe that's what he's referring to, because he seems to think that I know everything about him in his stream and what he does, and I really just don't, beyond like just laughing at his stupidity occasionally. I'm not really keeping tabs on these 5-hour streams, listening to every little detail.
That was funny though. You did put it. There's like a setting in your video thing where you can get rid of all like the dead noise or whatever. And
Yes.
you put one of his streams on there, and like 25% of it was like cut out.
Yes, and the way it works, I use it for my videos all the time. For when I'm recording, it usually takes out like 10% of the raw recording.
Yeah.
But what it does is if there's over 2 seconds of silence, then it cuts it down. So it's not cutting out like normal pauses. The normal pauses are still in there. But if it's just over 2 seconds of dead air, it cuts out to the next time someone speaks.
Nice.
So that's how much legitimate dead air there is. It's not like technical where it's like, it was 25% of the time they weren't talking at all. It's just 25% of the time they weren't talking for over 2 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
So that's like really insane, dude. 1 hour of a 4-hour podcast. That's so insane.
It's fucking AIDS, dude.
Okay. Then next what he says is kind of funny. He just like recaps everything. He's like, I messaged you advice. You went into the part about how you...
Hold on. Pegging.
What? Okay.
Tonka, wait, let me see. Film Odyssey's tossing 50. Damn, thank you for that, my man. Tonka angling for a pegging. It seems like it. I don't know what this is. Like, he's just hitting a Bowblax at like, what time was it for us? Like midnight or something? 3 in the morning?
Yeah, this is 10 p.m. for me. It says right there.
Okay, so that would have been midnight for me. Yeah, he's hitting people up at midnight, being like, let me teach you a little lesson, kid, on how to be a man. It gets better when the more we go.
It gets so much better. This is the tip of the iceberg. Oh damn, 50.
Yeah, Tobe's coming through.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, by the way. Happy New Year's, Tobes. Happy New Year's to all you guys in the chat. Hope it's happy.
Hell yeah, dude. New decade, dude. New decade.
Oh,
New year, new me. New year, new me.
All right, let's get through these DMs though. I want to see the spicier ones.
So he says, I messaged you advice. You went into this part about having autism doesn't require anything special. Then I told you that you didn't know you were autistic when we bet. Like, as if I forgot the last, like, fucking 2 minutes. I don't require special treatment. Treat me the same as you would anyone else. I don't really do the special treatment thing. But I'm not in the game of taking advantage of an autistic kid who was puffed up by his friends. So, yeah, I was propped up by you guys.
To do what?
I don't know. Like, I have no idea what that even is. And then... was that donation going through, or?
It hasn't gone through yet. I know, right?
Oh, okay. I just literally don't know when it comes up, so I saw in the corner of my eye, I'm like, I'm quiet for this donation. And then I didn't know if it was going through or not.
Let me switch my audio source so you can
Why
hear
make
it.
a stream screeching about someone if the person they are screeching about can't see it? That's some poo 55Y crap.
Some poo
255Y crap. I'm so glad you switched the audio for that one. Then, since he called me a kid, I'm like, I'm 22. He's like, the advice I was giving you was independent of that, though. It was just advice. And if you think saying I'm 22 is anything, then you are probably in need of, you probably can't take that advice. And then I said, you said I'm a kid. You are. 22 is an adult, buddy, lol. Whatever you want to think, man. I'm not getting into an I'm grown debate with you. And don't make any mistake of this. I'm not your buddy / friend / comrade, and never will be. I'm just throwing you advice. Take it, leave it, but don't say no one gave it. Like, as if it's like some sort of like big fucking favor, dude. Like, holy shit.
Dude, you're getting advice from a real man here. This is gonna aid you.
Yeah, dude. Someone said to do my own thing, and I came up... and then I just lie about who gave the advice to me, as if it's something so fucking valuable, dude. Don't forget to credit me. Yeah, and then this is when, before I was being respectful, this is when I start trolling him. I'm like, haha, I don't think I'll make that mistake. Don't want to be friends with someone as stupid as you, to be honest. Then he's like, if you think calling anyone stupid helps you, then you were probably beyond advice to begin with. But you got this. You're not some stupid kid, remember? Definitely wouldn't get wrapped up in some stupid scheme to get clicks / views by fucking up an actual investigation into pedophiles. You were far too bright for that. I'm not Andy Warski. You're right. He has a lot more subs than you. Okay? You're stupid as fuck if you think I had anything to do with that beyond promotion. And then they talk about Instagram wake up for a bit. It's not really... Hey, let's get... I mean, we could read it, but...
Is it funny?
Not really. like I don't start trolling him until like a bit into this.
Get to the part where you troll him.
Yeah, okay. He's like, okay then, you are not good at this. And then I'm like, I copy his message. I'm like, genuine advice, delete your channel. You're wasting your time, bro. Why are you DMing an autistic 22-year-old kid at 11 p.m. about drama in March 2019? He's like, I don't know, man. I do pretty well. Do you? Quite. I have a channel that gains subs at a similar rate to your largest channel, and I haven't even uploaded to it. I'm like, what channel is that? He says, I have a show that gets similar numbers to you and Augie without any promotion to it whatsoever. I'm saying I do pretty damn well, and you don't have to kiss a single ring to do it.
Wait, hold on. I got a show that gets similar numbers to you and Augie. The show that used to get 3K, but now gets similar numbers to us? Wait.
To Bunty King?
We're like on the rise, and he's like, he used to be up here, and now he's just like shit. Like, he's down to our level. We're only going up. He's like stuck.
Yeah, also he's implying we had to kiss a ring to do it.
Who?
I don't think we were kissing Keem's ring when we kicked him out during the Tro interview. Or denied him entrance.
I told Keem he couldn't come in, and then he left.
Yeah.
He never came back.
Yeah, and then he blocked us.
Yeah, he blocked us and never came back to our channel. And since then, we've been doing far better.
Yeah. He says, if you don't know that I have other channels, and that is an indictment. I don't know what he's saying. On your research, and you should probably consider that. So, you know, I don't research well because I didn't look into the one and only fucking Tonka Saw, the most important human being on the planet.
Which channel does he have that's growing as well as your channel?
I have no idea. He never told me. I asked him multiple times.
Call me crazy, but I'm questioning the legitimacy of this channel's existence. I don't know why.
I don't think there's a channel that's gaining 5K subs per month with 0 uploads made by Tonka Saw.
Yeah, he's like, I haven't even uploaded to it. So you failed at that too? You're not even fucking like, okay. All right, buddy. Nice channel.
Then I said, you have 0 visible public connections from Tonka Radio to this 5K sub per month channel of yours. He says, well, that isn't the channel, so that would make sense. Lol. I'm like, wait, what? You have a similar rate, the same rate as numbers to my largest channel, but then I mention my sub rate, and you're like, that channel doesn't exist. So I say, you said I have a channel that gains similar rate. I gain 5K per month. He's like, your channel doesn't get 5K a month. You got 100 or so this month. This number is so fucking off. I get 100 a day usually. So that number is like retardedly off.
300 last December. So if you're getting 100 a month, you're like doing.
Like, yeah, if I'm getting 100 a month, like I'm doing something insanely wrong. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't go down to 100 a month. I think I'd have to stop
uploading. Yeah, you'd have to. Like,
I'd have to stop uploading for like 6 months straight to get down to that rate. I think. Like if I stopped uploading for 3 months, I still think I'd get over 100 a month. And then I'm like, ha ha ha, you are actually retarded, holy shit. He's like, so you've gained 5...
pointing at him and like laughing at him in front of him.
Because this is so blatantly wrong. Everything else like he says in arguments, usually like you could like try to like twist it in some way to make it sound like he's okay. But this one's just blatantly incorrect. He's like, so you've gained 5K subs per month. For how long then? And then I show my stat. By the way, this has increased to over 5K now, but at the time I was talking to him, I only made 4.9K that month, so,
like,
oh boy!
You gained 5K, you only gained 4. Okay, Tonka. Alright, buddy.
Yeah, and then I repeated, like 5 times. If you don't know that other if you don't know I have other channels, that is, an indictment of your research. I basically said the same thing he said, like, 5 times. He's like, I don't do research on you. Not really my thing, kid. Lol. So how far has that been going? Because if that was going on for like 11 to 12 months, then you have a lot more subs, lol. And then I ask, where's your 100 sub per month channel? He's like, well, this is a simple question you were asked. How many months have you gained 5K subs in a row? Because it doesn't look like that is the case for any month but this one, lol. By the way, there are other months that have gained 5K. There's months where I've gained more than 5K.
Yeah, there's months where you gained like 20K, so...
This again is a fucking lie. It's on my social blade. He can see. but he's just lying again, saying this is the only month I've gained 5K, as if it's like some
What is
sort
the
of growth
point of
spurt.
this conversation? Like, what is he trying to like pull from this?
I have no fucking clue, but it's funny. Also, you have the same subgrowth as you said you have the same subgrowth as me. I prove your lie, and you say you didn't do research. Real men don't lie. And he's like, no, rate of growth is not 1 month, lol. Surely you know that.
You guys are literally measuring cock sizes right now. This
Yeah.
is all this conversation
By the way,
is.
I think that argument could be made by 1 day. Like 1 day or 1 hour is a significant amount of time to measure growth. But 1 month, I mean, there's a reason why Social Blade marks it up by months and weeks. It's because those are milestone lengths of time. So if I make a certain amount in 1 month, that's usually indicative of everything else. You know, that's the same in any fucking business or anything. But you know, Tonka's a real man, so
Obviously,
surely you would know that. But I think, but I also think you aren't a kid. You also think you aren't a kid, so I shouldn't be too shocked. I'm a kid. Fact. 22 isn't a kid, Tonka. 22 isn't shit, Bowblax. Lol. If it isn't a kid, if it isn't a child, that's for sure. Tonka, would you have intercourse with a 22-year-old? Well, let's see. Do you live in your own house?
What?
What a nice answer to that question.
What?
Is he trying to fuck?
What?
You? Wait, what?
Well, Tonka, if you want to come over, I do live in my own house. I've had one for the last 3 years. You own a house? Yes. Not rent. Own. You bought a house? No. Children don't rent houses, Donga. So you rent? Yes. I did that when I was 15. So yes, minors do that.
There's
Do
no
you
way.
own
There's no
anything?
way. What 15-year-old have you? I think the young. Who's? I'm trying to think. Do I know anyone who's? No.
Yeah,
No.
a 15-year-old who not only rents but owns a house. Also, if you owned a house at 15, you're probably doing really well for yourself.
He's saying
and a
he
bright
owned
future.
a house, not that he rented at 15, right?
Yeah. Or he rented. I don't know which one he's saying, but either way, it's
If he's saying
ridiculous.
own the house, like bullshit. No way. Renting is like enough of a straight. You're like, no way. You rent? Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
Dude. And let's say he theoretically did do this. He owned a house or rented one at 15, either one. He's pretty successful for the age he's at if he's able to do that.
And look,
Why does he do it? Why 20 years later is he do it? Why is 20 years later, 10 years later, whatever age he is,
Dude, when I was
he's
13,
doing fucking
when I was
shitty ass internet live streams? You know?
to like 100 viewers and comparing
Yeah,
sizes.
playing fucking
18-year-olds.
Ghostbusters to 10 people on Twitch. Like, what?
Dude, this guy was streaming on Twitch on New Year's night, streaming like Ghostbusters to 10 people.
Yeah, why isn't he partying up with his billionaire friends? That's what
Dude,
I expect someone to
fucking
do.
partying last night. You know what I did the New Year's before this one though? Me and Ben streamed Civ 6 for like 10 hours to like 10 viewers.
Yeah,
That's what Tonka did this year.
Yeah, dude.
Except instead of playing Civ, he played Ghostbusters because he's too retarded to play big brain games like Civilization.
Also, he wasn't talking at all during the stream. He talked like 2 times during gameplay, and then
If I'm
gameplay
gonna
stopped.
play a
And
game and I'm streaming and I'm not talking, I might as well just turn the stream off and like listen to a podcast and just play by myself. Like, what's the point of streaming? If you don't speak.
I think he's like trying to talk and stream at the same time, but his brain power can't like comprehend talking and playing gameplay at the same time. Because he started talking a lot once the gameplay was over and the cutscenes were over, and he could actually like focus. But when the gameplay's on, he gotta use all his brain power. Dude.
Oh, by the way, those 10 people, as far as I know, they weren't typing in the chat either. So.
Oh, by the way, I'd just like to point out the Legion has survived. You can see over here on the left. It didn't die.
I'm really glad we changed the name like right before we did the stream, because the old name of the Legion, it would have just shown the first part, which is the worst part. So
now it's the Legion survived.
What did we?
The Legion is strong with 10 members, a full council. Okay. Your parents kicked you out as a child? Don't blame them. Thank God you could afford rent. No. I wanted to own my place, and I worked to get it.
Okay, so
what did you do?
He's not saying he rented, he's saying he owned the house.
Yeah. So he must have been, like, damn, 15? He must have made a lot of money. So I'm like, What did you do to get that money? Normal question, you know. You shouldn't really avoid it, especially if you're gloating about what work you did at 15. He's like, work. Work on what? None of your fucking business, kid. Lol.
Retarded.
Then I'm like, adult. Kid. Adult. Tonka, would you have intercourse with a 22-year-old? You can have that debate with yourself. I'm not having it, lol. I don't want to fuck you, dope. Lol. Stop asking. Tonka, have you had sex with a different 22-year-old other than myself, or desired sex with one? Why are you asking me about sex? You okay there, bud? Are you a virgin? Sure. I'm pure as the snow. Explains why you spend all your time streaming for 6 hours a day, lol, kid. How many hours are in a day? 24. Thumbs up. Donka, do you believe that 22 is the age of a child? Do you believe I am a child? Are you okay? Why isn't Nick giving you better lines? You mean Ricky?
Ricky!
Dude, Ricky was giving me the lines, dude. Kidding me?
Oh my god. Holy
Tonka
shit.
says, dumb, as he is surely, he has something that doesn't come out like it was typed like by a chimp.
By a chimp? What the fuck?
What the hell, chimp?
Oh, is that a
Excuse me?
derogatory term for African American? I'm kidding.
Is he?
Whoa.
Wait, is he calling Ricky? Is he dissing
Again,
on
this is where it gets good, dude. This is why I trigger him. This is why I hit the sore spot. I go straight for the throat. Tonka, why didn't you fight Andy? The ultimate question. Of course he'll answer this. He'll dodge any normal question, but he'll answer this because he loves talking about this. It was cancelled, and he refused to show up to the other 2 fights he agreed to. Not on me, kiddo. You that hung up about it? Why you hung up about if I pay rent? I'm not. And my sub count. Nope, that one Nope to that one too, lol. Even though he brought up the fucking conversation about sub count, okay? And that I'm a child at the age of 22. You seem to be pretty ass-blasted on that one, and I wish you luck on getting over it. I wish you luck on getting over missing out on Andy's fight.
Oh my god.
You are the one who was hung up on it, lol. You suck at this. It's not like he's been talking about it for over a year after the fact. Are you a man? You say you are all the time. I don't want to fuck with you. We already squared this away. Did we not? Okay, run from this like you run from fights. Who is coaching you right now? Fire them. So why don't you stop Twoon from putting out dumb shit about investigation, seeing as you admitted you knew he was pulling that out?
Is Twoon
Is Twoon gonna get a stern talking to from Tonka?
I got a stream on me from my buddy Tonka, and he's a bit of a bitch. Can you imagine the fucking Twoon video where he shows him?
Yeah, that'd be so funny. Tonka is 100% pedo, all caps.
Oh my god.
So why don't you go to Knoxville for the fight with Andy? Just curious.
Bowblax, why the fuck do you have to say that? Now, Nick, you know you're friends with a false pedo accuser? He just said it right there. Did you hear him?
Oh, I was making a reference to.
No, I know, but.
Well, I would like to clarify that for the
By the
audience
way,
because
I
it's
am
kind of like a
flagging
niche
the
reference.
fuck out of all of you people. Did you guys?
Toon made a
You're friends
video.
with a flagger, bro. He's flagging.
Toon made a joke video on Keemstar that was titled "Keemstar is a 100% a pedophile." So that's what I was joking about. But okay.
God.
Tonka, feel free to twist that in whatever way you want for your 6-hour stream that no one will watch. So why didn't you go to Knoxville for your fight with Andy? Just curious, seeing that you admitted to you planned to fight him. Surely you thought about it for at least a second, didn't you? The fight was canceled. The FBI investigation wasn't. So why did you try to stop them from doing such a stupid thing? I tried to reach through the screen to stop them, but it didn't work. Well, I'm sure DMs would have sufficed. No need to go full ghost dad. You think Andy Warski would have stopped if I told him to? You were a retard for ever dealing with him. I mean Twoon. Who is not a lost cause.
Whoa, Twoon's not a lost cause. I'm sure he's happy.
Dude!
I'm surprised.
Why do you care, bro? It was over a year ago. Or not over a year ago, I just say it was a year ago. The one thing you said you talked to beforehand, remember? I barely remember what was said. Why you hung up about this? Looking for a new stream title? Well, maybe unlike your cringe-tastic shit said about a fight being cancelled, this led to an actual pedophile investigation going tits up for some dopes to get views and clicks. And no, Bowblax, you weren't worth a stream. I am just curious as to what you people weighed out on that whole thing, and if it was just that stupid. I got so many views off it, just joking about how
You're such a
I didn't make any videos on it or anything on it whatsoever.
Oh my god.
Then he says, why are you running from a simple question? Why did you take any part in the nonsense? And then I screenshot previous conversation about when he dodged a question about working. I'm like, simple question, avoided. Hypocrite? Not avoided. It's none of your business. You could say you could say that about this. If it wasn't an FBI investigation, you allowed to get fucked up while you stood by idly. And I say, it's none of your business. You suck at this. It was because you aren't talking about your work history or any of the such. It was an FBI investigation. You got that right? Blah, blah, blah. There's a good video that answers your questions. 1 sec. And then I was going to send Nick's video on Twoon. And he's like, I'm not asking for the video. I'm not asking for a video. I'm asking the alleged adult. I'm an alleged adult, by the way. We don't know if I'm 22 or not. So trying to act, acting adult. So try acting adult if you want to convince anyone. But you are, I can't read today. You know what he says. I'm so adamant, dude.
Bro, this
Am
is
I
so-
alleged? Am I alleged 22?
Are there any more where you're fucking trolling with them? Oh wait.
Yeah. It kind of like drags on.
Dog.
Oh yeah. I sent him a gif of Andy Warski laughing. Yes,
How
the
long
guy
did
I
this
forced
go-
out.
Wait, when did this conversation? When I want to know, like, when did this conversation start though, and when did it end?
Okay,
Like, how
we're
long
an
did it
hour in, by the
last?
way. We're an hour into the conversation because it
Oh.
started around like 10:30, and it goes on.
Jesus. Holy.
I told you we could do a whole stream on it. Jump to the present. It
It
ends
was for
at 1
4 hours? Oh my. Wait, that would have
Oh
been
my God.
3:30 in the morning for me. What the fuck?
That's
Yeah.
4:30 for me, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I went to bed.
Oh my
but-
God,
Jesus.
Yeah, I
How
talked to him
much-
like slightly after Nick went to bed. Basically, here's a funny part at the very end. He was like, where does it start?
Donga's a poopy head. Thank you for the 2. Do you gotta? Like,
I was throwing
index-
advice. You were
gotta,
you
like,
were
write
dumb.
This, you gotta like write a book and like chapter it and stuff.
Yeah,
The Donga.
you were
DMs.
dumb. So I had fun with you and streamed it to some people. We had a laugh. I was like saying Lamau because I was streaming with Nick and Tipster watching this, and then he was like, "No, one of your people in the call was talking to me and letting me know Nick was coaching you, and that he was shit at it." And I'm like, that person is a
he
liar
just talking
too.
Shit? Like, what is he?
Yeah.
Wait, one of his people was in the call telling Tonka. So wait,
So-
me, you, and Tipster were in a call, and me, you, and Tipster, one of us was telling that.
That you were coaching him. So it
And
wouldn't be
Ricky
you.
probably- No, it was Ricky. It must have been Ricky.
Ricky.
No, I don't think, I don't know, he wasn't in the call at that point. I think it was
Oh my God.
it was it must have been Tipster, dude.
Yo,
Tipster ratted us out.
Tipster was writing both sides of the argument, dude.
Dude. And I'm like, that person was a liar too. I was like, he's like, they weren't proof. He's like, of. So I talk about it. I'm like, I know the only other person in the call was fucking Tipster. And then he just avoids the question, dude.
That's so.
There was a supposed Tonka mole in the Legion. There's a Tonka mole in the Legion,
Dude,
and it's
imagine
Tipster.
thinking you're that important.
Yeah.
Ricky Berwick is actually a secret collaborator with the Kumite.
Dude.
That's so fucking funny. Holy
Yo, Ben
shit.
is our, no, it's Ben. Ben's in the Legion, bro. It's got to be Ben.
Oh my God, dude! It's Masturbatory Tales of Wonder, dude. He's working with them.
Oh no!
Oh my God, that is funny as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Tommy
I
C
think
left the Legion and became a Tonka employee.
while Tonka was doing a stream on him.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm gonna cut it off.